Hello and welcome to Meteorology 3L, Weather in the Atmospheric Lab. My name is Craig Webb. I'll be your professor for the winter session here. So excited that you have chosen to take this class and take on meteorology this session. I so wish we were together in a real classroom, but we'll make the best of this, and hopefully it's going to be a really good experience for all of you. That's my goal, is to make this as fun and entertaining and useful and with the proper rigor and all that that you would normally get out of a regular meteorology lab course. What I want to do with this video today is just do a really quick introduction to the course, a little bit about myself, but mainly about the course and how it's set up. And what the expectations are every week for you guys so you can manage your workload going forward. Now, easiest way to get in touch with me is either via email. There's my email address, cwebb@mountsac.edu, or you can message me via Canvas. Either way, those are the two easiest, most efficient ways to get in touch with me, either email or via Canvas. Now, our lab manual. Normally, we do not have a lab manual per se. I stopped using a real lab manual a few years ago and wrote my own. So in a normal face-to-face class, what I would do is simply hand you the lab materials every single week. We're not going to be together. So all of the lab materials are available electronically online via PDFs and Word files and things like that you'll see in the modules in Canvas. However, there are some things for the assignments that you turn in that you will need a paper copy for, because we're going to be doing some graphing, some calculations that I need to see worked out by hand. So you do need to have access to a printer at your home, or if you can get by using one at work, using one that you have at work. If you do not have access to a printer at home or at work, that's not a problem. You might have noticed the announcements I sent out last week about the lab packet pickup, which is this Monday, January 4th. And so basically you'll have all the labs you can pick up. You can pick them up all at once on Monday, January 4th. And again, look, I sent out actually, I think, a couple announcements already on Canvas, but also via email that have some of the details about the lab packet pickup. Make sure you click on the form. There's one of the emails I sent out has a link to a form you need to fill out, just as sort of one of our little waivers for coming on campus. It is a contactless pickup, so you don't need to get out of your car or come in contact with people. You sort of just drive up and they can just literally throw it in your window. But we'll make sure that we do that as safely as we can with proper distancing, mask wearing, and everything like that. And if you're on campus for any reason, again, including packet pickup, again, please wear a mask. Now, so that's the lab manual, or excuse me, the lab manual itself. I'll go through the labs and all that a little bit more detail in just a second about what to expect. I do want to just real quick touch on the syllabus for the class. As far as office hours are concerned, right now they are temporarily on Wednesday, 10 to 12. That may change depending on the student feedback that I get about the best time to have office hours and things like that. This is going to be messaging office hours, or basically I'm at my computer and I'm messaging back and forth with people, answering questions and things like that. I also do Zoom office hours upon request. So if there's something that's just not making sense, send me a message, say, hey, are you available, Thursday at 10 o'clock in the morning, or Thursday at 4 in the afternoon, or Monday, or whatever day of the week it is. Just let me know. And I guarantee you, between your schedule and my schedule, we can find a time that we can get together and we can do a Zoom call, or we can just message or whatever. But so whatever the times are for the office hours, just know that I'm available outside of those as well, and that my job here is to help you guys learn this material. So please get the help that you need. Ask those questions as they come up. Don't wait. With a 6-week course, things go so fast, you cannot wait to get answers to your questions. So other parts of the PowerPoint here about the syllabus. We'll have 11 different labs that we'll end up doing this semester. Let me just scroll down to the last page here. This sort of shows us the schedule for the week. We have 6 weeks, so it's by week. We're generally going to be doing about 2 labs per week. So that is, that's tough when you're in a face-to-face class. It's even harder when it's remote like this. Basically, I will post lab materials either Sunday night or Monday morning of each week, and you will have the week to complete that material. So basically, things will get posted again Sunday night, Monday morning, and you'll have until Sunday night, so basically 1 week, to finish all the material for that week, whether it's 1 lab, 2 labs. Even in the last week, we have 2 labs and an exam. But it's all laid out here, so you know ahead of time what's expected, what's coming up. Shouldn't be surprised when you have a week where there's 2 labs and an exam. Again, it's posted, so you know ahead of time, so you can adjust your schedule accordingly. Now, the labs and materials, again, are going to be due Sunday evening at 10 o'clock. It's just an arbitrary time that I chose, but 10 o'clock in the evening. So again, it's up to you to make sure you schedule your time out, that you have enough time during the week to do all of that material. As you can probably guess, I'm going to recommend that you don't wait until late Sunday afternoon to start both of your labs for the week, or trying to do both labs and an exam. You're just not going to have the time, and you also won't have time to get me to answer any questions that you have. There's just not enough time left in the week to be doing all of that. So make sure you're up on this, that you're doing the labs as you go along. My personal recommendation would be to set yourself a personal deadline of Wednesday to get the first lab done and then Sunday to get the second lab done, or whatever works for you. The way I set this up, the reason I set this up is it gives you a lot more flexibility in when you do the work. The negative to that is it's all on you to do the scheduling, to maintain the motivation, to not procrastinate, and all of that to make sure you get the material done on time. So gives you flexibility, but more responsibility at the same time. But that's how the class is set up. And again, if that doesn't work for you, then take the class at a different time. Wait till hopefully fall when we'll be face to face, hopefully. But just know that that's the way the class is set up. That's my expectation. Again, is that you'll have 2 labs every week, and again, that you're scheduling your time out appropriately. We have 3 exams during the semester. They come fast and furious in a 6-week semester. They really do. Things go by so fast. We will drop the lowest exam score of the 3 exams. So if you do really poorly on one, or if you miss one because of work conflict or just not feeling well or something like that, that's your lowest exam and simply gets dropped. So it doesn't hurt you. It doesn't help you, but it doesn't hurt you. So that gives you a lot of flexibility in terms of your performance in the class. So that's just the general setup in terms of the schedule and things like that. Now, the way the lab is going to be set up is the labs generally have to have 4 different parts. There's the lab introduction or lab intro. That just explains what we're going to be looking at for that week. Has diagrams and things like graphs and stuff like that that we will be using in that lab. Then the next part is going to be what I call the practice lab. And those are basically just a bunch of problems that you are going to do on your own, based on the material that we covered in the intro and also cover in lecture. The next part is the key. The key is the key to the practice lab. So basically, it's the answer key to the practice lab. So when you do the practice lab, give it your best shot. Then you have the key, the answer key, to look at to see if you got the answers right. And if they didn't get them right, because you have the correct answer, that can help you work backwards and figure out how you get the correct answer. This is a really good way to self-learn, because if you have the answer and can work your way backwards through it, you're going to learn a lot more than if you just get the answer itself and don't try to work backwards on it. So again, if you get something wrong, make sure you understand why you got that thing wrong. And again, the key to the practice lab can really help you with that. Then the 4th part to each lab each week is going to be the post lab. The post lab is the assignment that you turn in to me that will be graded. Simple way to do this is to fill out your post lab. If you want to write it, you can write it. Take a picture of it and then submit it to me, again, through Canvas. And again, each lab has its own lab, post lab assignment that'll be set up for that lab. Some of the labs, like I mentioned, you can do in Word or something like that. You can just simply submit the Word file. But again, for those ones where there's graphic and things like that, you'll need that paper copy. Again, you can scan it if you have a scanner, but just simply taking a picture of it with your phone, submitting that generally works fine. Again, make sure it's a good quality image. It's not blurry. The lighting's okay. It's not washed out, things like that. That just helps me grade things more efficiently. If I can't read it, I can't grade it. So, so those are the 4 parts. This is the first lab right here. Introduction to measurements, unit, location, and time. And this is the intro to it. Just tells a little bit about what we're going to be doing. Here's some parts of the appendix to this lab, some of the diagrams and tables we'll be using. Time zone, for example, map. This is latitude and longitude diagram. This is the time zones of the United States. And then this is your practice lab. So you'll go through, based on the material that we have in the lab, you're going to go through and answer each of these questions and do these calculations for all of these questions. Then when you finish, look at the key. Check your answers. Did you get it right? If you didn't, you can see how it's done and what the correct answer is. And then you can correct yourself. And again, correcting yourself and understanding what you did is a hugely important way to learn. So really good way to, again, to kind of check yourself and, again, to make sure you're getting that material. Ever have any questions? Again, just let me know. Message me, send me an email. I'll get back to you. We can set up a Zoom call, whatever, but we'll make sure that you get those correct answers and understand the material. So these are just the correct answers for that. Again, you'll have that. And then here's the post lab. And then the post lab is that final assignment that you're going to do on your own and submit that to me to be graded. And again, you're doing this on your own without the help of anyone else, or the internet for that matter. And this is the part that gets graded. The post labs are worth 40 points. And the post labs overall make up a fair chunk of the overall grade for the class. All right, and again, that's just the example of the post lab for the first lab. So that's the general setup. Like I said, and you can see on the syllabus, most weeks we're going to have 2 labs per week. So again, make sure you're able to schedule your time appropriately. So anyway, hope you're all doing very well. I hope you're all staying safe. Really looking forward to this. Like I said, it's 6 weeks. It goes by so fast. You really got to be disciplined and can't afford to get behind at all. So anyway, like I said, hope you're doing well. Look forward to the semester, and I will see you guys soon. All righty.